Boy, this is an important question for anybody that has had a spouse that's gone
Right.
through something traumatic. We psychologists, you've heard the phrase post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And when a person is going through, and that can be about anything, a traffic accident, you know, just about anything.
Or something really dramatic. And here's the thing, on the surface, physically, they seem genuinely okay, but something is troubled under the waters, and it is very difficult to reach in because often they don't even know how to put words to their experience.
Right, and so your question about what do I say, how do I encourage him, sometimes the best encouragement is to give a little bit of space and kind of the freedom of time. I know so many spouses that will put pressure
a lot of time
on their spouse to, you know, kind of say, hey, snap out of it. It's been 3 months. Why are you still, you know, carrying this around? And if you've been through something traumatic, it takes sometimes quite a bit of time to kind of decompress from that event.
Yeah, and some things to know about recovering from something. Journaling is huge.
Sure.
If you can encourage them to be interacting with their journal, talking with anyone else who was a part of that traumatic experience, because they're sort of the survivor.
Getting them to talk about it, but not forcing them to talk about it if they're not wanting to. Now, there's a time to kind of put a little pressure on, but you should really do that with some professional guidance.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Talking to a professional or others that walk through the very same experience, that has power, and you don't need to feel like you shouldn't touch it. But it's also, you know, you might not have the words to say, but they will feel your loving presence. Sometimes that ministry of presence is the most profound thing after a trauma.
Absolutely. Without hardly saying a word, just being with this person can convey so much. Now, I also know, and I can sense in your question, that you're probably feeling a little bit lonely. You know, I mean, man, I feel like I'm all alone in this journey with him because he's not entering my world. And what do you do with that
kind of
loneliness?
distracted and not fully present. It's a real loss to have somebody suffering kind of a post-traumatic trauma.
So what do you do? I think number one is you got to make sure that your web of connection with your friends is strong, and you don't want to just blab stuff that he wouldn't want you to be blabbing about, but you do want to let him know, man, this is something that's going on for me. I need your thoughts, I need your prayers, your care, anything that you can do to kind of support me in this.
And I think it's okay to tell your spouse, hey, you know, I know you're going through something huge, and I don't want you to feel rushed, but I want you to know I miss you, and, you know, I'm eager for some of that energy to return, and I'm here.
Right, whenever you're ready. Like I said, it's real important that you take your foot off the gas pedal and not pressure him into talking when he's not ready, unless you're going through this with a little bit of professional guidance from somebody that's very objective on your relationship.